Here's the third and, of course, penultimate episode of this week's Fun Facts with Liam. And on and off, I've been reading Robinson Crusoe. It's quite hard to get through. Not because it's like boring or anything like that, but there's a lot of detail to do with Robinson's life and his setting off and his journey, and also the way he describes things. The type of vocabulary he uses, it's based 300 years ago, so there's a bit of a dialect difference and a bit of a old timey kind of difference. But basically, it seems that Daniel Defoe, the author that penned Robinson Crusoe, he was sort of like, in his day, I guess, comparable to Ian Fleming and his writing of 007, of course, James Bond, because Daniel Defoe, as well as being an author, he was also the subject of, to pertain to the subject of this comparison I'm doing, episode I'm doing, whatever. He was a trader and he was out on the water a lot, but he was declared bankrupt more than once, so he had to make up for that for doing odd jobs and also publishing his books, because that's what he's mainly known for. His big claim to fame, success, massively successful or not, presumably so. You'd think so anyway, with how popular Robinson Crusoe is. But there can be posthumous success, can't they, with publishing and what have you. So, but he, much like how Ian Fleming wished that he was as, I guess, cool, for like a better word, and successful as 007, Daniel Defoe seems to have loosely based Robinson Crusoe on an account of his own life, his struggles. And not necessarily, Robinson Crusoe wasn't really massively successful, but there's a sense of, throughout the generations, throughout many generations, there have been gaggles of people who would love to be in either a post-apocalyptic situation or stranded on a desert island, because there's some kind of rambling freedom there, So I think Robinson Crusoe really popularised that kind of thing. And also, the time it was written, it was published in, the 1700s, published in 1719. There would have still been the age of piracy going on there. So it probably would have actually inspired kids who were reading the book, if they were rich enough to actually get the book, or maybe they stole it, whatever. Kids who were reading the book probably would have either wanted to join the merchant navy or being actual pirates, because there were pirates knocking around then. So, I guess Daniel Defoe, he fantasized about having that kind of freedom and adventure, but most likely the freedom. He probably saw Robinson Crusoe, people like Robinson Crusoe, merchant navy types and pirates, as even if they weren't all the way thoroughly successful, he saw success probably in the whole, in being your own man, being free and out there in the world as the ultimate success. So I found that really interesting. I thought Daniel Defoe was sort of like Ian Fleming before, a little bit like Ian Fleming, or before, 200, 200 plus years before Ian Fleming was glint in his daddy's eye. So yeah, that was the penultimate episode of this week's Fun Facts of Liam. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll, of course, see you in the next one. Well, last and next one.